Gonads. So are we live? Are we on for 102? You 102. That was a radio station in Knoxville, Tennessee when I lived there a long, long time ago.
Old ass fuck.
Old ass, all right. All right. Hey, it's Friday night, everybody. Welcome to episode 102 of the Fan Cast. Can't believe we've been at this 2.5 years and we're finally here at 102. Joining me tonight is, oh yeah, I forgot to say who I am. If in case you can't tell, I'm going to get really close to my mic and blow it out. Hey, I'm Brain Muffin Listen Nerd, also known as Channel Dad, Brian Lape, and a bunch of other names, including Dumbass and Stupid. Also joining me tonight, Captain Die.
Hello, it's the first day after Halloween. You know what that means? Time to put up your Christmas decorations.
I heard, I was, I go through periods of time when I'm driving and that I don't either put it on the radio, and then sometimes I do, and it's like I forget why I don't, and I hit scan and it never stops at a good song. But I swear to God, I heard Christmas music somewhere. I don't even know what channel it was. I just heard it because the scan goes and then plays like 10 seconds or whatever and goes on.
Was it the Hippo song?
No, I forget when it was. It was not the Hippo song. Hey, we have a comment.
Yay.
Hey, Megatron 95.
Welcome.
Jake Connor. Yeah, I know, man. And I had
Carol. More like
Jessica. Yeah, Jessica.
Remember,
Connor.
It's a female now.
Well, no, they killed John Connor, dork. No, I almost changed. I had Carl as Carol.
You're calling me a dork, really?
Yes.
Coming from you.
Takes one to know one, dude.
Oh.
I'm the king of dorks. So I bestow on you.
Yes, they killed that poor bastard. And glorious CGI, from what I hear.
Yeah, it's sad, that's for sure. But yes, and anyway, I didn't finish the introduction. I got so sidetracked.
Oh, sorry.
So as soon as the Appalachian American is booted up and has clicked on the link again, he will be joining us. So yeah, sorry for the late start, but my wife came down and I forgot to turn something off to go run upstairs and go do that. And
yeah, it's battery powered.
No, I wish. No, I need to get a new toilet. But because the old one, you can't.
And hopefully LMP joins us too.
Yeah, and LMP is somewhere out there working hard. So send him a super chat so he can get a yoo-hoo for the working man.
Yep.
Kendo Slice. Kendo Slice used to be on the show. He and I started this show actually. So episode 1 is Kendo and I think LMP joined the second or third episode, and then we had Frank and Ray. It's been a revolving door, really, other than me. Yep. I'm the only one constantly here, and I've had some people that have been pretty good, and some people that haven't been, and Eric Wart's hollering and screaming.
He's lost forever.
Yeah, sometimes getting promoted is a bad thing. He got promoted; it was great, good, more money for him, and he just doesn't have
more
time.
Chipotle.
And more Chipotle. Well, I think now he's I think he travels later. I think it's part of the problem. So the Appalachian American is starting up his machine, but yes, as soon as I see you pop up in the green room, I will add you. So this past week, right? Wasn't this week, right? Was it last week? When did Fast and Furious Terminator Fast and Furious come to light? Was that this past week? It just feels like it was last week.
I think it's because it was already out in Europe, and now it finally came out here in America, like today or yesterday, or whatever it was.
Because I know I could have sworn I heard Mahler talk about it last week, and
yeah, he was doing some EFAP. I actually watched that today. Yeah,
but it was even the German guy was like, "Yeah, this is really shitty. It's just a terrible movie. Do not go see it."
Mm-hmm. The cool thing was Jay Longbone was on there. She's pretty damn funny. If you ever get a chance to check her out.
Yeah. So I know you wanted to talk about it a bit.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up the fact that it's funny. All these some of the YouTubers I watch, they've been giving it their reviews. Some bad, some say it's okay. And I think Mr. H was like, it's okay, but it was pointless in the end. But then the funny thing is, on Rotten Tomatoes, you got that score of 69, but then the audience is like 86. So I'm like, wow, I guess people enjoyed this movie. unless they were what was it? Paid buyers, just like Disney's been doing apparently, from what I hear.
Yes. So
But
there
who
we
knows?
go. There it is. I brought it up in my other browser. So I can hover over here and device not connected. So Appalachian American is on it. There we go. And da, 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 da. Can you hear us?
I can smell the White Claw. What's up, man? I can smell it on you. I kid.
White Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
All right, Appalachian American, say howdy.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
All right, man. We're talking about this incredible movie that apparently we're all missing out on called Terminator Dark Fate. It's got an 86% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. I don't see hell freezing over out there, so I must be sure.
I know it's cold today, but I don't think it's that cold.
Yep. So what do you think, Seth? Think that's probably be a good movie then? I guess he can't hear me.
I don't know, man. What happened?
Did we lose him already? Okay. So anyway, we'll get back to him. We'll be back.
So okay, so Joker is also 69% from the, and it's 89% from the audience. Wow, that, did something get copied and pasted over? Those numbers are the same. No, that's 57.
Almost right.
57,000. Okay, so that was 57,000 reviews, and how can this be like? How can this be well liked by the? Oh yeah, okay, Megatron 95. Yeah, who knows? But it's only 547. So you know, Tap, you were wondering, are these paid? You know, are these James Cameron's buddies that have also?
Yeah, like he's got friends. He's like that friend nobody likes. Probably they only like him because he made some good movies. I mean, I got to give him credit. He did make Aliens. What was it? You know, Terminator, and as far as Avatar, look, I know everyone hates it, and I understand why, but I do like the human side. Like, if I ever watch that movie again, I'm rooting for the humans because they had the cool technology and they look good.
Yeah,
but that's all I can say.
Yeah, this is unbelievable, man. And let's see if I do this. Dun, 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 is it going to show? Yeah, it is. Got to make sure my porn doesn't show up. Only kidding, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
So
it's Terminator fan fiction.
Is ready to lead the weekend. So it hasn't. All right, this is.
I think it made like 100.
Box Office Mojo is IMDb Pro, or no? This is from. Why does it say by IMDb Pro? I thought it already. I guess it hasn't. Then it hasn't fully come out, as it were, so to speak. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, the most of the things that I've been hearing about this movie is that it's really just it's horrible. And let's see if he's back. Third time the charm. He doesn't have his.
I'm hoping. Just working.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm on my phone. My laptop just won't stay on.
Huh.
That's unfortunate. Time to take her all back like old Yeller.
Yep.
Yeah, and Alita Battle Angel is another one that I have not seen that yet. I've been meaning to. I finally got I got Blu-ray for John Wick 2 today, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I watched the first one, and I wasn't too far in. My wife came down and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And she watched the first one, so she's like, "Well, let me know when you get the second one." So, Appalachian American, we are talking about Terminator. And 86% audience score right now on Rotten Tomatoes, as they say on the other side.
Oh,
I know, right? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, this is 96% from the critics, which surprises me because it is full of wokeness, and they're really into what I'm guessing because Arnie's on the poster that reduced it 10 points. I don't know. We still have a toxic
that damn patriarchy again.
Yeah. And he's
damn you.
Yeah, I haven't really liked much since T2. T2 to me had a nice ending. I like the theatrical ending more than the second one. The alternate where they were on the the playground where they just are driving down the road. I mean, that left it open for possible,
two
which
endings?
they did more, and then third one was okay-ish, but
Yeah, I'll say
There was two.
okay-ish too.
the
There
dogs
was
were
two.
making noises.
There was two endings to Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, one of them was it's probably on that DVD you bought recently. It shows that
Yeah.
where Sarah Connor's old as hell and John I think he has a kid, like a little kid.
Yep, they're on the playground.
Huh.
That same playground that exploded.
Yeah, it's the playground, and then beginning of it, you see when they do the camera sweep, you see the playground, and I think that so everything's burned, and then the Terminators come, the machines come through. Well, it's basically bookending that, and it's Sarah saying, Judgment Day didn't happen, and she's old, and you know, and the one that was obviously in there in the movie was they were just driving on the road, and it's kind of a a voiceover, but they left it open,
sort of that
right?
whole the future is uncertain thing, but it was hopeful.
Right. So,
that was a lie.
yeah. Well, see, in Terminator 3 to me was more like James Cameron, because they got divorced sometime after that, and to me it was kind of like almost like what Lucas did to his wife. I think she cheated on him or something. Anyway, it's like he came out with another movie and like, oh yeah, she's dead or whatever. They kind of killed her character or put her on the sidelines, because remember they went to her. That's where all the guns were in the casket
Mm-hmm.
that Arnold was carrying around. So, but to me, that was just kind of, I don't know if it was or not, but it felt like Cameron just kind of getting back at Linda.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, because he was.
I thought that she they wouldn't come to a negotiating price.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I thought it was she didn't like the script, because Midnight Says just did a video on the whole franchise just now recently.
Oh,
and
really?
It said that she didn't like she just didn't like the script, and I don't think it was anything towards her bad. They just didn't really do it. They just didn't write it the best, so I would understand why someone would think that.
Yeah. Yeah, they divorced. Well, they were married from 97 to 99. That's it. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I didn't know that.
Shit, she was hooking up with a real man. Are you doing bullshit sequels? Wait, what? No, they weren't bullshit. That's all I'll be like.
Yeah.
Because isn't he known for doing sequels mostly?
Who?
Cameron. That's some of his most famous films are sequels.
I don't know. Did he do Titanic?
Which one?
Yeah.
Titanic. That wasn't a sequel.
Oh, fuck that movie.
That
doesn't count. Yeah. It's about time travel, isn't it?
Oh my God!
Leonardo DiCaprio went back in time to save Rose.
Yeah. What did y'all think? Did y'all watch last night's WCBS show?
Not yet. I am so behind on WCBS, though. That's the bad thing.
Dude. Let me tell you. They came up with like a movie called Terminator or something, and Dion. I don't know. It was a mess.
I'll have to watch it. I'll listen.
It was something good.
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of the first, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. I was listening to not of the show, but of the Patreon stuff, the Afterburner. And well, they need another name when Nick isn't on there. They need to call it something else, like they do for Dion, because it's after dark when he's there and after, or when he's not there. I don't remember. But they went through with supposedly the top 10 consoles of all time, and I was like, nothing on there from the early days. I'm like, really? You can't? The Atari 2600 did not make that list. The home console that literally started the entire home
everything
video game revolution. Yeah. The Intellivision, which brought sound. Mattel made the Intellivision 2 was probably the better one of that, but the concept of you had digital sound. I mean, digitized voices, right? Not just sampled stuff. And the Intellivision brought the idea of you could have something other than a joystick, and you could have a keypad and all this other stuff. I could not. It was really it was like, what is this, written by millennials or something? It's
Damn.
like there were probably half a dozen consoles. They did have the Nintendo, the NES on there, which kind of revitalized the market, but the market only crapped out in the States. Everywhere else, it just kept on going.
Mm-hmm.
You had some consoles that were only in Europe that really kind of, you had the Neo Geo, which brought the entire concept. Now, granted, it didn't do well. Maybe that's part of it, but the Neo Geo brought the whole concept that the arcade game could be at home as well. And you had whole line back in the early days. My goodness, you'd get a sports game and it would be on every platform.
Hold on real quick. Megatron said, "Why not make Terminator 1776?"
Yeah.
Be like that Robot Chicken skit where it's the American Revolution, but as the 300 movie.
I haven't seen that.
Dude, it's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Jeff mentioned the Terminegro, I think is what he called it, something like that. But I didn't know what he meant because I haven't listened. And then my day after, basically, however long it took for him to get through that list and a little bit more, and then I had one of my first meetings of the day, and then my day went downhill.
Mm-hmm. Damn softwares and your computers and your coding.
Oh my god!
And your molecular structures.
There goes my phone's ringing again. I actually turned my phone off for about 2 hours in the middle of the day because I was getting so many distractions and different things that were going on. It's like, screw it, I'm turning it off. But so yeah, it's I usually don't get a chance to listen. Sometimes I get a chance to listen to it the next morning on my drive into work, but not today. I was listening to something else. So what? I mean, anything else we'll ask
Appalachian
American. You want to bring up? Yeah. I mean, this show started as a way to talk back to the WCBS show. So feel free to bring up anything you want.
Yep.
And now there's more because we can talk back to Cecil and we can talk back to Jeremy with another video.
I have not watched any Jeremy films in a long time. It's been a while since I've seen his videos.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I'm falling off a lot of people's channels on YouTube. I'm mostly watching historical at this point just to learn some stuff.
Yeah, I find I just don't have the time, and then I listen to a lot of Randall Carlson, although a lot of it's repeated. But hey, my channel's growing. I got a few more subs this week, so I didn't get a video out this morning, but it's because I was lazy yesterday. But and I did see that thing about Brie Larson and her Halloween costume. I'm like, I want to make my next video about this, even though her fans are starting to accuse me of cyber stalking. I'm like, I don't write the articles, I just read them.
Yeah, freaking E-Tip. He's probably gotten mad. He's a Brie Larson fan. Yeah. He likes looking at her feet.
Her claw. He's always talking about her claw feet.
Yep.
Yeah, because I make Star Wars videos, no one watches them, so I'm like, screw it.
Just make different ones, yeah.
So
there's always someone wants to be an asshole about it. Yeah. Let them. Hey, as all they can do is comment, that's fine. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, the one person who copied a bunch of crap, I reported it. Like I said last week, I was like, I'm not messing around.
Wait, was that one that did that whole that Pete was talking about last time?
Yeah.
On the Facebook.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Yep. The whole. What's stalking, what cyber stalking is, basically it was like the legal definition from somewhere. And I'm like, yep, I'm not putting up with you. So what in the world just happened?
What?
Well, I was clicked on
again.
Yeah, no, I was going to my channel to check something. And then I clicked on one of my videos and it didn't have any accounts. So this is also the thing that's written here. I'll show you. This is my camera on.
Nope. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, but why is the green light on?
Okay. Is that little chupacabra as your icon, though?
That is, I don't know if you can get that model anymore. That is an old render I did years ago, using Reality. Here, yeah, you can get it. Here, I'll show you what. I'll give away some secrets. How do I do this?
Ooh, doggy.
Share screen application. Yeah, this is the other thing I haven't been able to get to much anymore. But that's the creature. That's Zur. And I got years ago at Daz Studio. And I basically, using reality, I made there's 2 lights in that. I put a light, a plane underneath them that's white, that's light, like it's sitting on a light table. And I basically used they don't show it. But anyway, it's supposed to be creepy. But now I was looking here and you see how it says 17 views, and then it's more than 17 views. It's 30. This doesn't keep up to date.
I don't think it loads properly. That's what I'm looking at. Because I'll look at videos that have like 40 likes but 0 views.
Yeah. Well, and like this one, everything wrong with 64. My son likes that I use the honk on that. He's like, oh, look, that little honk's funny. So, but yeah, I was just gonna do just a regular video, and like maybe the last 10 minutes I was at work, I was like, how many things can I find wrong with the trailer? So I wrote a bunch down, and I forget how many I had. And then I got home and added a few more, and I was like, what do I want to do? And then I'm like, I haven't watched the Cinema Sins video in I don't even know how many years. And so I brought up a couple of theirs just to remember how they did stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm going to sort of copy, but sort of not. And there we go. And that's how I came up with that. So why not make Terminator 1776? Yeah, don't give James Cameron any ideas. I mean, he's already...
Don't give the studios any idea, the producers any ideas.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, those other movies, was he involved with all of them, or did he kind of go away from a mile?
No, supposedly. What I heard was that, they were making him and he was just giving his praises so they could, make some money off it, sort of like, yeah, you go, you're my friend, I support you, sort of thing. But I doubt it he was involved.
Yeah. Like Genesis or Gynesis, as Dion likes to say.
What?
He used to say Terminator Gynesis.
So that's what I say now, Gynesis. I call it Gynesis now too.
Yeah.
It bugs me to say things wrong.
The what?
Like, it bugs me to say things that I know is right is wrong. So I have a hard time saying it just as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I couldn't figure out is if he said it wrong on purpose.
He probably did. They called him Cook Loren for a while, remember? And people got upset. And they're like, yes, we know they were saying it wrong. We're doing it on purpose. So I'm pretty sure they are.
Well, do you remember the episode when Kendo was on? What episode was that of this show where he kept saying, what's his name wrong? The guy from the guy killed himself a couple years ago.
Chester?
Yeah, Chester Boddington.
Chesty? Was it Cheap Chesty or something like that?
Yeah, well, he said like Chester Butterfield or Butterfield, and it took me, I don't know, 5 or 6 times before I finally figured out he was saying it wrong on purpose, because I corrected him a few times, and then he would say Chester Bigglesworth. I think that was the giveaway when he said Chester Bigglesworth. Right. I was like, he's saying it wrong on purpose. See?
Lame. You were lame, Brian. You didn't get it.
I know I'm lame.
Lame.
No, I can't find it. I thought he was on the Here, let me share my screen. All I'm doing is screen sharing tonight, man. I'm really getting nothing done. See, there's episode 4. That's when Reality's Frank came in. And and Kendo's the one that came up with a lot of this stuff. I came up with the images, but the expressions and the titles, he was the one that was really good with that. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't remember. See, we even talked about Solo back then. That says a year ago, but this is a lot longer than a year ago. Oh, January 20th, 2018, a year and a half. So we've been at it a long time. But it was funny though. Because then on the next week's WCBS, they were talking about it, and it says, it took late forever to figure out that I was I was very serious back then, and I took my job very seriously, and we were a very serious show, and there was no need for jocularity around.
How dare you? How dare you steal their childhood?
Yeah. Wow, was episode 85 where we talked about the Swamp Thing getting canceled because someone screwed up their taxes?
I guess so. I just remember them screwing up with the taxes because that sucked.
Dang,
Because I heard it's
Georgia.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was this year. Wow.
I heard it was
Yeah.
pretty good though. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have DC Universe, but if I see it, I see it.
Yeah. I was kind of getting excited because I'm a Verizon customer for cell phone. And I thought, and they were talking about, hey, Jeff was saying Verizon, you get Disney Plus, and then I found out it's Verizon Internet. I'm like, oh, you mean that? It's not. It's I forget what it's called, but it's horrible. Like cable modem.
Oh, what was it called? I know what you're talking about. I just forgot to.
Fios?
So,
Was it Fios?
no, I have
Oh.
Fi Optics, but that's through Cincinnati Bell.
I got Uverse.
So, but anything else you want to talk about for that?
Terminator? No, I got nothing else other than I'm just surprised at the score. But like I said, we'll see. If I see it eventually, I will. But I'm not going to pay for it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
In fact, I've contemplated just putting the spoilers like on Facebook.
I'm sure
that
you'll
guy.
be fine. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Just because
And
it just makes me mad.
Yeah, it's stupid. I'm not calling you Carl. From what I.
I'm
Isn't it even Carl? It's not even Carl with a. I wonder if it's Carl with a K actually.
Well, on IMDb,
That
it's
kills
spelled
people,
the C.
Carl.
So I got it.
So he is in German then. I guess he's not Austrian. In universe, I mean. In universe.
Right.
Because they got spelled with K's over there.
Oh, Rob Schneider. Oh yeah. See that's the thing that Frank.
Frank would do, yeah.
Yeah. Nick Simmer. Rated R. Rob Schneider is.
Hey, speaking of Rob Schneider, I was browsing through Hulu and there's a movie. It's like basically a ripoff of Kung Fu Panda called Panda Warrior, and it has Rob Schneider on it. I think he's the main. Yeah, I was just like, what the hell is this? And I saw his name on there. I'm like, yep. He did I can't imagine his agent say, hey, you want to be in the movie with fighting pandas and what? Like Kung Fu Panda? Like, no, Panda Warrior.
Oh.
And I think it's that shitty CGI. I just saw the picture, but it looked like shitty CGI stuff.
It probably was.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was hilarious. It was funny to look at with me and my brother making fun of it all.
It's always
I got
crappy.
nothing.
Is there ever really that good? I mean, sometimes I guess the CGI is good. Depends on what they're doing.
There's only one movie I've seen that has good CGI. That's like mostly CGI and it's really good. And it's actually I can't remember the name because it's been so long since. I think it was called Lost Paradise or something. It's been a long time, but it was the only good one I've seen. After that, they're all shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching this Netflix show. And the name escapes me. Afterlife, it's got Katie Sackhoff in it.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I heard it wasn't that good. I mean,
No,
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that good at all. Some of the episodes are good, and some of them are really, really lame. But yeah, there are times when I'm like, you guys are just in a room with it's like, I can tell that they're just in. It's like, really, this is sort of high budget ish. And Another Life, that's what it's called. Although her shoulders are really broad in this show, and she looks really old. I couldn't figure out if she's not even 40, but I don't know if it's her character. I don't know if she's not been eating or something, because she looks very gaunt and the face very thin, not in a good way. Like, she's got a tapeworm or something.
But I bet she could still take Brie Larson.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I'm Captain Marvel now.
Yeah. But some of the episodes are good, and some of them I'm like, this is.
Yeah, it's real hit and miss with Netflix, I think. There's only a few I like.
Yeah. I mean, even just with some of the science, they get some of the science, granted, I don't expect them
Quantum.
to be perfect, but they'll get it close enough to write, and then they'll, like, the very next episode, it's like none of them can spell science. But I do like her character better than her portrayal in The Flash, when she was doing that horrible British accent.
The Flash?
Yeah, she played a villain in some of the Flash episodes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm surprised. My brother didn't even tell me because he watches that show. I'll have to take a look just to see.
Sorry about that. Guess I should have muted. But yeah, it's And I'm looking at her IMDb page. I forgot that she was in The Flash, but it's so horrible. Her accent. I mean, mine's
Coral.
not great,
Coral.
but my God. Yeah, I don't get the Carl.
You
It
know,
was
coral, the way people pronounce it,
Terminator.
coral.
Coral. Well, that was Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Coral.
Well, here, I'm going to put this in the
Coral.
chat. How do you say this? Say these three things. Here, I'll do it in alphabetical order.
Berry, bury.
Say it again,
Bury.
Tap.
Berry, bury.
Yeah. But it's
Okay.
berry, and berry for me, unless I'm thinking about it.
Bury. You gotta say bury. Burr.
Well, you sound more like you're my wife's from Philly, so all three of those are separate words. These are
I would
separate
think they
words
are.
too.
Mm-hmm. Freaks. Freaks. Look, there's
Freak.
Texas and everywhere else is not Texas. That's all I know.
Don.
Anyway. So I have nothing left to say on Terminator though. That was our original thing.
Rusty Shackelford. I said it twice in my head and I got it. Pun intended.
Dixie
That's
Wreck.
funny.
Say the until it makes sense. My Dixie Wreck. My Dixie.
You're gonna get us demonetized. Oh wait.
I know we're gonna get in trouble.
We have to be monetized first.
We're gonna get in
Hey,
trouble with Kendo.
Only 900 more subscribers, and we have a half a chance because we still have to have all the views. You know, I
That's
didn't
right.
look. You know, we had that one. Remember the one episode where we had like 12 thumbs down before we ever started?
I heard. Yeah, I think I wasn't on that one, but I think I saw it just popped in, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, and then it all went like 10 minutes into the show. It all went away. I don't know what happened. That was bizarre.
Freaking YouTube, man! I'll tell you. Every time I think about it, YouTube is reminding me of that movie Brazil. I don't know if you've seen that one, where it's that dystopian future where everything's kind of futuristic, but everything's just breaking down all the time.
Yep.
That's what it feels like. Like YouTube is all. It's at that point where it's futuristic, whatever, it does what it does, but no one's taking care of it. No one's maintaining it. Like
No, they're maintaining it, but they're horrible developers.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not being taken care of properly, like it should be, with all the crazy shit that's happening.
That was Terry Gilliam and what's his name? Robert De Niro. Yeah, Tuttle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that mechanic they were looking for.
Yeah.
God, I love that part of the
Who would
beginning.
illegally fix stuff and then get people in trouble when the real mechanics show up.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuttle's been here. Yeah.
And then
he wouldn't
that one
go
dude got
away.
arrested.
He just fixed it. He wouldn't go away. He wouldn't leave me alone. Yeah.
And he got a receipt for his arrest.
Yeah.
Well, the wife
What's
did.
that on?
That's what we call Brazil.
Brazil.
Oh, never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good one.
You might like it. I don't know. It's up to
very
your taste.
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
If you've seen any of the Monty Python, either the TV show or movies or anything.
I've seen the Holy Grail.
So the animation, Terry Gilliam's he's the American of the group. He does the animation too. And he's very, especially in his younger years, he was very eclectic, I think is probably the most polite way to say it. So his movies are like, although did he do Time Bandits too? I thought he did Time Bandits.
Hell, I don't know. I don't like that movie.
Oh, you don't?
I've seen some of it, but the way it was, and it's like it just doesn't. I don't want anything to do. I've read what it's about. It just doesn't interest me, and I didn't like the way the ending looked. And I don't know. Just get away from me with that movie.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like it. That's fine. But I don't think I will.
His movies are very hit or miss. They're either really good or they're not. You know, Jabberwocky was another one that I liked. That was with most of the Python group. And that was somewhat based on the Jabberwock Middle English poem.
Wasn't it a poem? Yeah.
Yeah. Beware the Jabberwock, my son.
It was brilliant and the sight, something like that. I don't know I don't remember the whole thing. I actually read it before. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's not as popular as Beowulf, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
because I just remember what's his name? The Cheshire Cat sings it on Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah.
He does sing that poem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking through Terry Gilliam. So there were the two Terrys. So you had has he done stuff more recently? Yeah, Lost in La Mancha. That's another interesting movie. Terry Jones being the other, and they both directed. So they both were directing on The Holy Grail, which drove everybody nuts. And so The Life of Brian,
Oh yes,
he did
I love
not.
that movie.
Yeah, so that was Terry Jones directed that one, if I remember correctly. So,
Cannot.
and then I guess, and then Meaning of Life again was I want to say that was Gillen.
Speaking, I think that's on Hulu. I need to watch that. I saw that was on Hulu. Meaning of Life.
Meaning of Life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did the accountants, the scene with the accounting firm, you know, and they're going to war with each other and all that. He like blew through almost the entire, but I think that's Meaning of Life, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Like I haven't seen Meaning of Life.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
But
I've seen clips of it.
Right.
But no, I don't remember that one.
I think he blew through like half the budget on that one scene. And after that, it was like, okay, he's not directing anything in that Monty Python does. He did his own stuff after that. There is an announced Time Bandits TV show. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's see what happens, right? If that actually happens.
Yeah, when is that supposed to? It just IMDb just shows it's announced, but I don't have any dates. So I don't know how long it's been announced. So, are we boring everybody?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know anything you're talking about.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I guess you want to switch to the new topic: Star Wars, the Phantom Menace. I mean, the Rise of Skywalker.
Well, I thought you wanted to talk about the absolute geniuses of was it Benioff and Weiss and their trilogy.
That's the one I meant. I meant to say. Yeah, apparently they got they say they quit, but I've seen a couple of videos saying that no, they were actually fired, but they just made it seem mutual. Once it was Midnight's Edge, Anomaly Inc., and there was a third one. I forgot what they were called, but yeah, they got their asses were fired. I think because they do not.
EVS said that they got the axe back in May.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about him. Yeah.
It's, and I'm looking at am I looking at the pictures of these two? One of them looks like he's 12 years old.
Yeah, and honestly, how come we can't get this confirmation with what's his name, Ruin Johnson? How hard is it to confirm that?
His on again, it's still in development trilogy.
Yep.
They told him to keep quiet about it.
I think they're waiting to see what's going to happen with the Rise of Skywalker. I really think that if that does well or well enough, I think all bets are off. But you know, with the way people are and whether or not they like it, you know, and where, because this is the thing that they won't admit. I mean, EVS was talking about last year that Kathleen Kennedy was canned. She was on her way out. They were trying to figure out who was going to take her place. No one wanted that's how come she stayed.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you've got what's his name? Who's the guy that's in charge of everything? Not Michael Eisner.
Michael Eisner?
No.
Oh, Bob Iger.
Bob Iger. Michael Eisner was before him.
Yeah.
He's come out with his memoirs basically, which, to me, that's signaling he's already probably. I think the shareholders basically came in and said, look, the fans are insane. We're losing money. The merchandising is going downhill. Forget the movies. Okay. The merchandising is where they were going to make
where that money's at.
Back that $4 billion that they borrowed, and it ain't there. Right. And they've renegotiated those licensing fees. Toys R Us is gone. So a chain where a lot of that stuff was being sold. I mean, my local Meijer, I don't even know if it's 12 feet wide for all of the Star Wars stuff, and it's 2 months out, and that's all that there is. I mean, the stupid Frozen display that's in the middle of the aisle is at least twice the size of the Star Wars, and it's just.
I hate Frozen.
Right.
It's incredible, where in less than 4 years, it's went from this is just a mint to make, to print money to we can't even sell this stuff anymore.
If they had given it some time, they could have been printing that money. But no.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the shareholders came together and said, okay, you guys are out of here.
Right?
Yeah.
Say it's our money, motherfucker, so you better start making it bank.
Well, and you've got Kathleen, who is fired now. How many directors? Gareth Edwards. We're not going to count the guy who was first going to do Rogue One because he quit really early on. Fired
Those
Gareth
two
Edwards.
guys.
Fired for Solo, those two.
That's three, technically.
What's his name? I can't even remember their names. The guy who was going to do the episode 9. He creative differences, right? Basically, when he got a hold of what in the heck Ryan Johnstein was going to be doing, because he was going to have Luke do some stuff in the end, but he knew he was killing him off, so he left. So that's what,
Man,
4,
John
5,
Campia.
and now you've got these two. That's six directors.
Fuck
gone?
who?
What?
John, did you hear? Y'all don't listen to John Campia, do you?
No.
No, I haven't in a
Yeah.
long time.
I've been so bored the last couple of days that like I've been listening to John Campia,
You poor thing.
and this dude is just all over the board.
We're sucking on that Mickey dick.
He's just like him and his. I actually like his co-host. It's like Rob something. He's got like sense to be like he calls balls and strikes like he sees them. I kind of like that guy, but like John Campia is kind of whack, and obviously he's just back and forth on everything. Like Dark Fate, the premiere, he was like, "Oh, it's awesome," and now he's like, "Well, it's all right," you know. He just flip flop. I think it's obvious he just tries to stay relevant.
Wait,
But-
was he the one that got all pissy because he didn't get to go to Star Wars universe or Galaxy's Edge or whatever? Or was that someone else?
No, that was Harloff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
I
making
think.
sure.
Well, they had John. Wasn't it John Campia that they had on? Is he the guy that was picking up stones? Because didn't they have him on the High Council?
Picking up
like a
stones?
year
No,
ago?
that was Monday
No, that
Matt.
was Monday Matt.
Monday Matt. Okay.
The Boulder Festival they keep making that joke about.
Yeah.
Both of his.
Well, I remember when he was on there with them, and it was like, and for a while I thought, okay, he's holding his own. This is looking good. It's looking like a lot of it's going to be we're going to agree to disagree, and then he said something that just set off Jeremy, and I don't even remember. And I was like,
It was
became so painful.
It was about like he was trying to give him advice on how to do better on his channel.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Don't tell me like what to do. Like everything's working fine for me."
Yeah.
Mm.
I just remember Jeremy getting all bent out of shape, and that was pretty much the end of it.
That's not hard. That's not hard. I'm just saying. I like his videos, but it's not hard to get him rattled.
It does seem that way.
It's just the truth, you know.
Yeah. And he was taller than I thought when I met him. I thought he was.
Oh,
short.
really?
Yeah,
I thought he'd be short.
6'1". No, he's like 6 foot, somewhere in there.
Hmm.
I mean, he's shorter than Jeff and I, but so is
Well, obviously.
most of the population,
height.
unless we're
Right.
basketball
Well,
players.
speaking of Jeff, did you see that picture of him with Jesse in that big ass chair? Like, I was like, holy shit, that's one big chair because Jeff looks so small in it.
It's probably
I was like,
it's probably a double chair.
something, but I just freaked out at first because I'm like, holy crap, they made something bigger than Jeff.
Yeah, but yeah, and he does have hair. Jeremy does. He was always wearing a hat.
Yeah, I think every time I think about him and that whole hat thing, I think about Kyle from South Park, how he always has his hat on.
Yeah.
But when he takes off, he's got a big red bushy hair. That red afro.
Yeah.
No, but what I was meaning, it's like John Campia was talking about how that he thinks that Luke Skywalker is still going to be alive
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't show it.
He just teleported.
They had well, a while back, I think it was EVS that mentioned that you don't see anything that like, all you see is just the cape fall.
Right.
And if he had died, wouldn't his hand have fallen down too?
Yeah, and I think that when they there, I don't remember if it was EVS or I don't know if it's a rumor or a leak or what, because it's been a while since I heard it. But when this one of the scuttlebutt things that goes around is that when they found out that's what he wanted to do, they specifically told him he could not have the hand clank. So I think there's a possibility that he's either alive or he went fully into the fort. Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter at this point what they do with Luke.
I don't know if it was speculation or whatever, but somebody somewhere said something about that there's an angle where it's like the camera's slightly higher and you can see, like, as the cloak falls, you see Luke Skywalker walking down towards the water.
Oh.
Doubt. That's probably just like, yeah.
I don't know if that was speculation or what, but they were.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's, and of all the leaks about the episode 9, I don't know if there's anything that says. I don't remember if I've heard anything about Luke. They talk about Kylo Ren falling down into the pit, and whether or not there's one of the leaks is that he saves himself because, you know, apparently in one of in the comic book, Snoke was training him to do that, and he comes back, but when he climbs back out, he's going to have a blue lightsaber and he's going to fight with Rey and blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't really care at this point. I mean, I'm going to be the designated driver for WCBS, and we'll see.
As always.
Right.
I wish I could go.
And if it's as bad as I think it's going to be, I might just drop them off and say, you know, screw it, I'm going home.
Right.
You know, just like I'm going to go home and drink. You know, by
just
myself.
See if you can fit. Sneak yourself under Jeff. Like he'll put on a long coat, and then you can hide underneath. That way they don't find out, and you can get him for free.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it just, you know.
Like, I remember how it was so awesome it was when I caught the live stream when they saw The Last Jedi. So that's what I'm waiting for when this one comes out.
Yeah.
And see how dumpster fire it is.
I was kind of disappointed to hear that podcast.
Which one?
You know, I think the Last Jedi review. Like,
yeah.
I caught in, like, when I picked up WCBS, it was right there. It was episode 120. It was the Infinity War review. And, like, I like listened for a couple months and then decided to double back and go back in and start listening to everything else, like, from the beginning. So
you didn't make any videos of him exploding about the whole James Bond situation. I remember him saying, I'm going to go nuclear. Yeah. Didn't happen. I was a little disappointed and sad. But then I didn't want anything bad to happen to James Bond either. I do love James Bond too. Oh well. Can't always get what you want. And what about you, Brian? Did you not get what you want this Christmas? Oh wait, It's not Christmas yet. It's only how many days till Christmas?
It's like less than 60.
Yeah. Yeah, I sent a what's it called? A picture of some girl naked, but she had those the candy corn on her. And I honestly I completely forgot that it was the day after Halloween. I didn't put it there just to do anything. I just did it to mess with people because of the whole candy corn situation.
Yeah. But, oh my god! No, candy corn is all the way up until winter.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Thanksgiving. I would say Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because it's like fall decorations.
Yeah, I kind of candy corn to me. It's a seasonal thing. I can't eat it all the time.
Oh yeah, just like combos. I can't eat all of them. I can only eat half the bag. Like seriously.
What happens if you go one combo over half? Do you?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm afraid to take that journey.
Never got that far.
Yep.
If I eat candy corn, I have to eat them with like salted peanuts.
Salted peanuts.
Yeah, dude. Like
really?
a jar of salted peanuts.
I've never done it that way.
Huh?
What are you saying, Brian?
Is that to cut down on the sweetness, or?
Probably.
Yeah, but it also tastes like a payday.
Oh.
Oh. Like okay, I see what you're getting at.
2 peanuts to 1 candy corn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it tastes like a payday.
Hope it's as good as Loudy's chicken and bacon grease.
Hey man, I like cooking in bacon grease.
Yeah, I just like to bringing that up because of the whole Steve Harvey episode. I'm literally the only person who enjoys that episode. There ain't no 7 because I remember Kendo. There's a few episodes. I forgot how far back it was. They made an offhand joke about all 7. And when I heard that, I was like, no, there ain't 7 people. There's 1, and that's me, the only one dumb enough to like the Steve Harvey episode.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Seth posted another one. Oh,
What?
this was a couple days ago.
Hello.
Somehow it's just now coming up for me. I don't know.
Jay, when that happens.
Someone made a no, it was the one the she's looking at to see if she's pregnant or not, and it says Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
All the Epstein memes, they're everywhere.
I know. And just yeah. Just in case you were wondering, Epstein didn't kill. Yeah, we Tap and I were talking about before the show, and it's like, yeah, if you have anything on the Clintons, you do not announce that you just go and you don't announce your press conference. You just give everything you got, because you're not going to survive long if you say that I got stuff on Hillary and I'll give it to you at 2 p.m. in front of the courthouse come Tuesday.
Don't say that, Wait. Now they're gonna kill you.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing on nobody. I'm nothing but a pain in the butt.
I ain't got Jack.
Yep. So you guys participating in No Nut November, by the way?
Excuse me? What?
That's the thing?
Is that a thing? Is that a real thing?
With the soy boys, it is. I saw it on Twitter. It must be true.
Is that what it is? A soy boy thing? Oh, hell no. I don't do that.
No sex or rubbing one out for the entire month of November. Can you go?
What kind of
30
bullshit
whole
is that? Look, I was stopped up one time after a surgery. It is messy. You do not want to wait your whole month.
Did you say you were stopped up? Is that what?
Yeah, basically.
TMI there, dude. TMI.
You sorry.
We still haven't talked about these 2 idiots who lost their.
That's right.
Are they gone or are they not?
Yes,
gone?
they're gone. I'm thinking they're gone for now. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Okay, at first that's what the story was. They were gone for now, but it's coming out that they did some kind of con or some Q&A, and they basically just revealed what complete idiots they are, and there's no way they're gonna want them back because they're stupid.
Right.
Stupid as hell. They almost fucked up the pilot for Game of Thrones from what I hear.
So how did they get through 7 seasons? Just because they had better material? And
honestly, from what they said, it was basically thanks to like the other crew members. Like they got lucky as shit. Like that they were able to wing it. Everything all the good stuff that came out for Game of Thrones fans, all that stuff. That was the other crew members doing their best job. These are the idiots who just happen to take the credit for it. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're out. Thank God. Fuck them. They didn't ruin Star Wars. I mean, it's already ruined. But,
they didn't make it worse.
Yeah, they would make it worse.
Well, that kind of gives, I don't know if it does or not, but our favorite Australian conspiracy theorist, when he was always talking about what's her name with the Harry Potter books that she never wrote.
Oh, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, that's his theory.
That's what I've heard too.
Don't know his evidence, but hey,
I don't know either, so I don't say anything. I just from what I hear. But it's like, hey, they made all that money.
Yeah.
What can you do? It's already too late now.
Right. Yeah. Whether she wrote them or not, she's already cashed the check.
Yep.
Wait, who wrote what?
What?
J.K. Rowling, the author. You haven't seen it in the chat sometimes? David mentions how that she didn't write it. That they stole it from another series called The Worst Witch, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
No, I ain't seen it.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll see it soon enough.
I don't pay attention to the J.K. Rowling stuff. Like,
yeah.
If it ain't nothing I care about, I don't care.
But I do like the memes coming out how now everyone's gay in the Harry Potter series. When she's revealing that everyone's gay the whole time.
Yeah. Because that's the thing to do now, Oh yeah, yeah, they were always gay.
That bitch.
Yeah, That's how you try and stay relevant.
I did like that one meme someone posted where J.K. Rowling was like, "I just revealed to my parents they were gay the whole time too." It was hilarious. I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? It's like it already made them. It's one and done. The books are made. The movies are made. Eventually, it'll die down because I hate that I keep seeing Lego sets for Harry Potter. Like I'll be passing by and I'll say, "Ugh, those are still out."
Yeah.
Especially at Barnes and Nobles, I noticed them a lot. That's the one place they're the most prominent.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway.
Well, and then they, how are those prequels doing? Are they still doing all those? I don't even know.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything good from
Those
them.
movies flop hard.
Yeah, because what's it called? Did bad was I think the second one did bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't remember. I just know they're not doing good because it probably wasn't helped by the fact that apparently Johnny Depp was accused of being like was it a domestic violence and all that shit. But it turns out he wasn't. But I'm sure that didn't help the movie at all.
He was only in it for like a second.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be like the main villain throughout the series, like Voldemort is. So
yeah,
that poor bastard. But I don't know. Once it's get out there, once it's suspected that you are the lad, it's kind of hard to get rid of that reputation.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything else on D&D?
D&D, no.
Nope.
I'm trying to figure out some posting, and I guess Kendo made a comment on, I don't know who Paige is, so in WWE.
What's a no? It's not Becky Lynch, is it? One of LMP's love interests.
I don't know. I don't.
Fuck is LMP at?
I don't know. Guess
you better get his ass here.
We're gonna be out of material before he gets here.
Yeah, we've been on for what, an hour now? Almost an hour. Yeah.
57 minutes, 20 seconds, and I can sit here and just goof off. I don't know if any of our listeners are still here.
Help us.
Yeah.
We're being held hostage by Brian Lape.
So you mentioned another thing, and I can't remember what it was.
What was that third thing? Yeah, I was trying to get some topics in. Because I think, let me take a real quick look. Because, the first thing I thought of was the Star Wars thing.
Some Kotaku seems to
that was just something I threw out. Yeah, I think from what little I've heard, I think that site is finally going down because guess what? The people, they're supposed to be a gaming channel, a gaming website. I think they do anime and some movies and stuff like that, but they're not, they're doing the whole woke thing. And I think, how they say, go woke, go broke.
Yeah.
And I think it's finally, catching up to them because I want to say it was them. Memeology did a video on it that supposedly some one site that the higher ups told him, hey, it was for some sports thing though. I actually now remember, but he said, hey, you need to be reporting on what you're supposed to, not all this other woke, other stuff like the whole woke stuff. And apparently they all just quit because they didn't want to be told to do their job. Ain't that some shit? It's like, well, what do you think you got hired for? Of course they want you to talk about that stuff. But I think it was another site. That's what I can't remember. But still, these whole gaming journalists. We'll just make it that the whole gaming journalists or journalists in general, they are not doing their job. So I don't. That's the reason why people are going towards like all these YouTubers, to get their news or anything, or even like the only site I can think of that's pretty good is with Bounding into Comics. I've looked at their site, some of their articles. That's about it, but shit, fuck all these other sites. Who cares?
Yeah.
I did say Kotaku. But that's a whole bunch of other sites going in the shitter. It's not just them.
Well, good. Maybe I'll pick up some.
Yeah. You nasty, Netta.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Seth, is this all you do all day long?
What are you talking about?
The memes.
They just keep popping up on my feed. This is from yesterday. Yeah, Juliet Echo Foxtrot Romeo Echo Yankee.
The
Echo
Epstein
Papa
didn't kill
Sierra,
himself.
Echo. Yeah, as soon as I realized the first sentence was Jeffrey, I went, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." Well, I should go to your page so I can look through all of them all at once.
Yep. I'm telling you, like I was saying earlier, I keep thinking every meme's gonna end that way now with Epstein didn't kill himself.
I know, I do too. I keep looking through to see. I'm just like, where is it? Where is it?
Damn.
And I was never disappointed.
Nope. All right. Well, you guys got any other topics, or are we gonna?
I think we're about done. I don't know any other topics.
Yeah.
One was Terminator and the whole Star Wars thing.
Yeah, as I started to say before, I think it just, if by some miracle the new one, it brings in over 2 billion, then I think they'll do other stuff. But really, Disney is really, I mean, we have the Disney stores, we have all this stuff, and they're really known really is for the merchandising. I know Mel Brooks makes fun of it in Spaceballs, but there's a reason why he does that. And Disney's merchandising campaign, and when they can't, their biggest draw for Star Wars, they can't sell those rights and they can't, sell the toys. I think we're just gonna. This scares the living crap out of me, but it happened. It didn't happen to Toy Story, but it happened to the Santa Claus. It happened to Honey, We Shrunk the Kids, and a bunch of other movies. You end up with these straight to DVD
sequels.
Sequels. I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, I will admit though, the Honey We Shrunk Ourselves, I do enjoy that one.
I have not seen
that
one.
That was fun.
I do like that one. Rick Moranis and all, and then especially when they're what's it called? They're in the Hot Wheels going down the track.
Yeah.
And they go right into the laundry chute. Then the one part where that poor kid no, wait, that was the other one. Who was it fell on the cottage cheese?
But as a kid, like, how many times did you want to be like, well, I just want to drive one of my Hot Wheels cars?
Right. And I had a shark one. But it was blue and yellow. It wasn't that red one with the 4 seats. That I did have a shark Hot Wheels. It would have been cool. But anyway, so all these straight to DVD videos. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm trying to think. What are some other ones? At the moment, I can't think of any.
Well,
I'm only thinking about.
Well, as I said, I know that Santa Claus. I think they had a follow up to Cinderella years ago that was straight. It was just a video release.
Oh yeah, and like Aladdin part 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Those weren't too bad.
Now, granted, that was back in the days when you had but people still buy Blu-rays and stuff. So they're starting to learn that you got to get the physical media, because if you streaming only. Oh, look, the Apple Store changed. Well, where'd all my content go? Yeah, sorry. Too bad. So sad.
Wait, you saying? Oh, that's right. They did change it, and I haven't even checked on if I've lost anything. I probably have.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just being, but they.
But I forgot it was changing. Like they were going to change it up or something like that.
Yeah. So Disney episode
I'm
9.
not an Apple guy.
Yeah.
Oh, boom. Boom.
Oh, Beto dropped out of the race, so who cares?
Who?
Beto or Beto, whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny though. I said, "Hey, you want to talk about taking people's AR-15s, man?"
I thought you were coming.
It's like, come on, really?
Remember all the Boogaloo memes?
Huh?
Tap, you remember the Boogaloo memes about getting
I have
ready
that
for the Boogaloo?
Yeah,
I
I
want to
found
make
the
one
video.
now about a sad guy. Be
The
like,
what?
oh, when you thought the Boogaloo was gonna happen.
Yeah. I have that picture somewhere. I need to see if I can put that on there in one of my albums or some shit. Yeah, that bastard lied to us. Said we were gonna have the second Civil War.
Yeah.
What a cock shit. But there's like pictures of him dressed up in dresses and shit.
That's all right.
So he was a freak.
The government will be coming for him soon enough, so don't worry.
Yeah, I started to say that maybe he made a deal with one of them because they're doing that election soon, right? Where they decide who's going to be the candidate.
The primary.
The primary.
Yeah.
We're going to
Who's
figure
gonna
out
be
who's
the
going
main-
to lose to Trump.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. It'll be a toss away. I mean, it's the same thing when when Obama was running for re-election. Yeah, who hasn't, or when Clinton was running. This is how what's his face ended up with it in 90. What was that? 96. When Clinton was running for re-election, that was oh shoot, he was the old guy who did the blue pill commercials.
Blue pill commercials.
Elizabeth was his wife's name. But yeah, I mean, that's basically they fight. Okay, you haven't run yet. It's your turn. You've paid your dues, and then once you get
Isn't it like Bob Dole?
yeah, Bob Dole. That's who it was. Yeah,
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
So yeah, that's what they do.
Oh well, enough political ball.
Yeah. Well, I don't have. Yeah, I mean, I've done some videos on. I did one, obviously with Star Wars the other day. There is absolutely no. I remember how I was 2 months out from The Force Awakens. I was like, man, I was pumped. I was like, this is going to be awesome. And then I saw the movie and went, oh fuck. And then it's been downhill since then. But there is, even people that I know who like The Last Jedi on Facebook and other places, they
unironically,
they're waiting for the next one, but they're not super excited either.
Speaking of waiting, did you see that dude who was crying over the first trailer made another video? He was in tears almost for this recent trailer. Like, no. I was like, dude, and I defended you, but if you're crying this much still, go fuck yourself. You need to chill the fuck out. Remember that guy with the glasses? He saw when they released that first trailer of the last of the Rise of Skywalker, and he was all crying and shit. Like he was so excited, like he was ready to tear up. Huh? No, not Kevin Smith. He was another guy. He was a little more skinnier. I have to show him to you. But yeah, he was like all ready to tear up, and then this one came out. He did another video, I think, and I could, unless someone put in the clip or something, but I could have sworn he was crying this time again over the damn trailer. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. It's not that important. I mean, there's movies and franchises I like, but not enough to cry over.
I don't have anybody on my friends that are even talking about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it is even, as I'm saying, even the people who I don't know, fans might be too strong a word, but even the people who are, let's say, not in the dislike camp so much, it's like there is still no excitement. I'm more pumped for the new Jumanji movie, and I am surprised we haven't seen a final trailer for it. We had one.
There is a trailer. It's actually on YouTube right now. I think it just dropped because I saw it.
As I know, they had one.
Yeah, the thumbnail shows them like on some mountains or something. They're like in the winter. They had winter gear on and all that.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see if there's a new Jumanji trailer. Because I remember several months ago we got one. And Jumanji: The Next Level. Let's see if one day ago, you are right, there is a new trailer. Final trailer. All right, maybe I should do hey, let's do a watch party for can I share?
Can you even do it?
Audio? Is it going to let me share the audio, or am I going to have to be in an Opera tab? I got to be in an Opera tab because I'm on a Mac. Oh, there's a commercial for Dark Fate. That's funny.
Isn't it funny when you're trying to watch a trailer or something, you get an ad for the trailer you're watching?
No, I don't know if I've ever had that.
That's happened to me.
Let's see what happens. Do you guys see Terminators? All right, there it is. So if I make this larber, now I don't want to. Well, shite. Is that what I want? How do I make it? I can't make it play now because that thing's in the way.
You can do it.
with the best action in the entire franchise.
The best action in the entire franchise? Are you kidding me?
Barely a third movie.
Terminator Dark Fate.
Oh wait, it's Terminator. I thought it was for Jumanji.
Skip the ad. Come on. All right, can you hear it?
Coming this summer.
There's the jungle. This is a whole new thing. Nobody told us we had to do a whole new thing.
Okay, something went wrong.
Big.
Coming.
Dan DeVito.
Oh my god.
Did you guys see Spencer?
Who's that? I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
You know something?
We haven't even picked our guys yet. Are we in Florida?
Seriously? A Florida joke?
My joints feel like butter.
Yeah, we knew this part. This is the same.
I came back and things actually got worse.
Look at this. 1, 2.
Look at this.
Some issues here. The game is busted.
Listen up now. This is a dangerous place. You got to have eyes in the back of your head.
What in the Sam hell just happened to him?
What the hell
Liam
is this?
Peel.
Would you look at me? I haven't looked like this since
Never. You look like this never.
I think my eyes are a different color.
All of you is a different color.
Check this out. Strengths
No, that
and
was
weaknesses. Linguistics.
Oh, goodness.
Nunchucks. That's new.
Damn, that's a good list. Weaknesses: heat, sun, and sand. How is this guy a character in an adventure game? Man, it is hot out here.
We have to find Spencer and Bethany.
This next adventure
Oh,
is
wow.
even more challenging. This time, not all of you will leave the game alive.
Someone will die.
Bethany thought you might need some help.
Where is Bethany?
She's right here.
She says, oh my God, like I'm a total horse.
Yep, that's Bethany.
Hey.
You are a terrible driver.
What are you talking about? I just passed my driver's test last month again. We're not going to make it.
We're gonna make it.
I don't think we're going to make it. We're going to make it. We're not going to make it.
What happened?
Yes, I'm back. I missed you so much. Oh my God, you guys, hi.
Bethany?
You guys, we're back in Jumanji.
Here we go again.
I love that movie.
It'll be that was the end. That'll be the last scene, and see you in 2 years for Jumanji 3.
I'd be okay with that.
Now that was entertaining.
Now that was awesome, Adam.
Yeah, that looks good. And I never saw the original just had no appeal to me. So this sequel-ish reboot, or
Because you
whatever,
lame, that's why.
That is,
Lame.
I am lame. But the new ones I've liked.
How
Plus,
you
it
not
helped
like
that
Robin Williams?
Karen, it helped
What do
that
you mean
Karen
the-
Gillian was in it. So,
Yes, you is.
Mhm.
huh?
Wait, what do you mean? Which one? The one that you didn't appeal to you?
The Robin Williams, the original back in the 90s or whenever.
Yeah, I
He's
didn't care for
lame.
that one.
Most of y'all lame. I'm cutting this all off.
It was
The
boring.
fan cast is over. I'm killing it right now. Oh, boom. Pulling out the gun.
I watched it, but it was like, alright. There was no car chases, so I didn't care.
It's not supposed to. Wait, yes, there was.
Was there?
Yeah, they got chased by those big ass mosquitoes.
Yeah, but what kind of car was it?
The car that the roof could go down. That's all I remember. It was a 90s car.
A convertible.
No, it wasn't a
Yeah,
convertible.
man.
You said the roof can go down, right?
Yeah, but the convertible's not the only one.
Yeah, it is. It is a convertible. It's what makes the roof go down.
Oh, I thought that was a type of car. Is that what they call them when the roof goes down?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it's a convertible.
Top goes in. If there's no top at all, it's a roadster.
Ah, there we go. It was a car from the 90s. We'll just say that.
Probably like a Chrysler LeBaron.
I don't know cars. I don't speak car.
Yeah, I don't know.
I speak it fluently.
Now I'm gonna have AC/DC stuck in my head for the next couple hours.
Couple of days.
Wait, why ACDC?
Because that's what they were playing.
Because
Wasn't
they were playing the Crazy Train.
I was gonna say
That's Ozzy Osbourne.
that's Ozzy Osbourne.
Huh?
That's Ozzy
That's
Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne. Guys,
Oh, yeah.
Lucky.
At least I knew the name of the song. You're right.
Well,
Yeah,
at least you knew the name
you're
of the
right.
song.
God,
I don't know
Dark
either. I don't listen a whole lot. I listen to some, but not a lot. To say I'm a big fan, I won't wear the shirt.
Yeah, Black Sabbath. Yeah.
Black Sabbath.
Have you seen the? Hold on, let me see if I can find the this kid.
Is it a fat kid?
No, it's not a fat kid. Well, it was. This was from 9 years. Well, I wonder how old he is now, because he was like 9 or 10 years old. Let's see if I can find this.
Is that the one with that kid talking about how he had God and anime on his side?
Well, why is? Oh, I've got the wrong. Shoot, I'm doing the wrong one here.
Of course, of course.
Well, he was on Ellen, and they surprised. He played the song, and then they surprised him. Ozzy came out, and then Ozzy had him on stage. So that's that kid who's barely bigger than the guitar. He's actually playing what you're hearing.
No, I thought you were talking about that Daniel kid, that poor bastard.
Who?
You ever remember that damn Daniel video, that stupid video?
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, there was two, and there was the guy saying it and the guy reacting, and the guy, one of them got a lifetime supply of shoes, the other one got a damn surfboard. That was it.
Jeez.
And this was on the Ellen DeGeneres show. It's like the dude just stood there and just was being awkward because he didn't know what was going on, but he got a lifetime supply of shoes. Ain't that a bitch? And apparently,
for doing what?
just look up "Damn Daniel" video and you'll see what I mean.
Damn Daniel.
Damn Daniel, yeah. Or I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
So did you guys see Nerdrotic past WCBS in subs?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Well, he's at 150, I think.
Yep.
I saw a thing on Twitter or somewhere. It had his screenshot of 150, and I knew that was more than WCBS.
How much are they at right now?
I was like, what? They're like 140 something.
Oh, are they high?
141, 142 last time I looked.
Yeah, Nerdrotic's 154. 142, yeah. I don't know how fast they're gaining. I'd have to look at the stats. Yeah, I'm at 1,549 or something like 59, or I don't even know what. And I've been at this longer, and I have far fewer because I'm boring.
What they be? Oh, yeah, too.
Yeah, now you're yawning. I'm so boring.
Sorry, no, I meant to say. Sorry, I was saying I had two, and I don't even know who they are.
Oh, you have two.
This was like way before, like, and I didn't even put any videos up or anything. I think I have 2 videos up, but they were just practice videos. But for some reason, I got 2 subscribers. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 now.
Well, Kalen the alien used to make comments on mine all the time, and so that's why I put the dogs in the videos. But he hasn't posted in a long time, so I don't know if he's still around or not.
Which one was the other one that we saw? The Indian one, Kalen Webb or something?
Oh, Kalen Webb is the same. That's the same.
Okay, it is the same. Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah. I thought you were Kalen the alien. Yeah,
I ain't Kalen the alien. I'm nobody. I swear. I have no. The only other account and you've seen is Atomic Fire. Yeah. That's my first YouTube account. And this is my second.
Whatever, man. You're Rusty Shackleford. Shut up.
I'm not Rusty Shackleford.
He's still around. He's still here. AC/DC Crazy Train. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how Megatron 95 went, but
he probably got tired of our bullshit. Yeah, and I don't blame him.
Our lack of bullshit. That's the problem.
It's like
Suburbia?
City.
No, it's the Burbs.
Oh, the Burbs. Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
That's what I meant. You know what I meant.
remember seeing that on TV all the time.
TV?
Yeah. That's where I would see that movie. I didn't own it, but it would happen. It would show up on TV every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's going on?
These assholes, they always want to peel out in my corner. And there's a damn stop sign, and there's always a wreck right there on this intersection because these assholes don't pay attention. I've seen at least 2 or 3 wrecks in my lifetime, but I know there's been more than that.
I feel you about living on like a corner. I'm kind of the same situation. My cousin, he lives just down the street from me, and he'll all the time bring his Mustang out, and like he thinks it's funny to like make my windows rattle. And he'll I'm like the second house from the corner, and but it's probably, I don't know, from my mailbox to the corner, the actual stop sign is probably 20 feet, 30 feet. And so like he'll go right there, and by the time that he's laying into second gear, he's spinning and like right in front of my house.
Damn.
And like my windows are rattling, and it's ridiculous.
Yep.
I have him on camera. I screenshot it. If my baby had been asleep, I was gonna put it on Facebook and be like, "You
like this asshole, like this asshole right here."
Yeah. Well, my baby.
Poor thing.
It'd be a real shame someone blowed out his tires while he was doing that.
Yep.
He's got a pretty cool car though. For a Mustang.
For a Mustang, for a Ford. Yeah.
I'm not a Ford guy, but it's a Chevy.
Fix it again, Tony. Dale, that's a Fiat, Dale.
Yeah.
But that's what he said on King of the Hill. Dale's like, you know what's wrong?
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, he makes that joke. He's like, you got a Ford.
Yeah.
And then he's like saying it.
Right. You see him say it, fix it again. Yeah, you see him mouth the words. Yeah.
Yep. I love that show.
Dale. That boy ain't right.
Ain't never right.
Yeah.
And they talk about wanting to reboot that show.
Reboot it?
Well, not really reboot it, but like make a sequel out of it.
No.
A continuation.
Yeah.
I don't see the point.
When I lived in East Tennessee, some of them people were my neighbors. Except Boomhauer. We had no
Boomhauers.
Well, that's
damn man, tell you about that man, damn man.
That's more Texas, isn't it?
Dango, yeah, that Dango Boomhauer man. I'm talking about all these that the whore. I like when he says that. That's my favorite part. Boomhauer saying the whore. And then when he wants to be a narrator for movies, in a world where love is against the law. At least we're not talking about sports ball.
Oh yeah, didn't wasn't there a ball game the other day? Some World Series or something? I don't know.
Something. 8 idiots throwing a ball around.
I'm so mad that they pushed back The Masked Singer for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that was about.
Yeah, I love The Masked Singer, and I hate the freaking baseball. I don't care about it.
Oh well.
Wow. Well, Stephanie Janacek's even passed me in subs. Man, I really suck.
Jeez, late.
Step up your game. You better start stalking, cyber stalking Brie Larson more hardcore.
No wonder she didn't want to be on this show anymore. We're a waste of her time now.
Oh, you been asking her?
No, I haven't in a while. Every once in a while I try and pester Cecil on Twitter, but he don't even respond. So
yeah, he's too big for us.
His numbers, he was at 10,000. He's been at 10,000 a long. He's climbing again, but
yeah, it's funny how they plateau for a little bit, and then they start out of nowhere. There'll be that one video they make that gives them a little bit more subs.
Yeah. Well, one video I made back in March that in April had 500,000 views.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that got me 700 subs. So
hey.
I need, but the problem is I didn't make that video to go viral like that. It just did. And it's like, but Cecil made the Captain Marvel's Brie Larson is America's ex-wife, and that's got 400 some odd thousand views.
Yeah. It's like the perfect example. He was that smart. He was such a genius.
Yeah. But you know, it all depends. The algorithm is just bizarre, man. You get some videos. You know, I know there's a plugin I want to get from my browser. Well, I've got the free version, but it'll also start there's like several different versions of it, but the medium one will tell you things like, you know, the best time to put your videos out and all that kind of stuff. So I think I need to start doing that. Understanding the people's
Republic of China.
No,
No.
they're what, I don't know what the word we're looking for. Their behaviors. So you start looking at the data, so you know the behaviors of the viewers and what they like and what they don't like, and try to produce more what they like.
We can only try.
Yeah.
So it has been Friday night.
All right. Are we done? When we said
I think so. I don't know what else was
to go, and we kept on talking.
Yep.
So to do the BBC Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So the Hall of Fame for tonight is Xenia Deli, I guess is how you say her name. She's from the Republic of Moldova. So there's a geography homework assignment for everybody.
Eastern Europe.
She, I think she lives in the United States now. And I actually found this on information about, she's 5'7", born in 89, 34, 23, 34 for the, and then I had to include this because it had distinct features, sex appeal. Like, I got to include that.
Yep.
So anyway, she is the one in front of Arnold in the thumbnail tonight. And
next week we find someone from the Balkans.
So
I'm sure they got some good looking women there.
Oh yeah, my wife was watching. I think it's called Black Money Love, something like that, or Love Black Money, or Love Money.
Was that on BET or something?
No, it's a Turkish something. She found on like Netflix or whatever, but it's a Turkish. The Chinese president looks like Winnie the Pooh. Yes, he does. It's a Turkish show. Apparently,
Turkish, huh? Like Turkish Spider-Man?
No, not like Turkish Spider-Man. A lot better than that. And because she was mentioning it, and I looked it up because I know on IMDb because I never heard of it, and I'm looking at these women on this show, and I'm like, my God, they're gorgeous. And I didn't say anything. And like 5 minutes later, my wife's like, the women on this show are beautiful. And I said, yeah. I said, well, that part of the country. This is what I noticed even when I lived in Germany. This was true 30 years ago. There are a lot of 8s and 9s and a few 10s, and a whole mess that are 5 and down. Very few in the middle of the road. Very few 6s and 7s. Very few cute. A lot of gorgeous ones and a lot of oh my God. Very few cute ones.
So one or the other sort of thing.
Yeah.
No middle ground.
Yeah. So there you go. But yeah, I don't remember the name of the show. But she's done with that. She's into a lot of foreign. So I get on Netflix and it's like everything that's suggested is in Chinese because that's what she's been watching. I'm like, geez Louise. So, alrighty. Well, but there anyway, Xenia Deli. Because we have Xenia, Ohio. It's spelled the same way. It's not too far from here. It's just, and that's where a lot of tornadoes touch down. So you don't want to live there. But
Xenia on the top.
Yeah.
Xenia on the top. Yeah.
Watch them legs.
Well, you got Xena's. One of the chicks that was in Lex was named Xenia too in real life. Xenia.
Never watched it.
Oh, it was a good show. That it got weird. The last season was really lame, but when it was, I think it was like on I don't know if it wasn't HBO, it was like Cinemax or something is where it started. Those were good. And then the first season or two on regular television was good. And then it just got, it's like they were like, let's do one more season. What are we going to do? I don't know. We have a budget of $12. And it's like the season before it was pretty interesting, not too bad. And then the next season, it's literally like, okay, everything has to be in front of a blue screen.
Damn.
I mean, it was like literally like they had $100,000 to do the whole series. So, and it showed. So, all right, this has been episode 102 of the fan cast. The fate is dark terminally, and LMP never showed up. So
no.
God,
Again.
what a
Well, if we're
loser.
talking to and watch.
Yeah. So
I
joining
want to
us
bring up
tonight
Becky.
for a good portion of it was the Appalachian American once he got his all his connection stuff figured out. So
Woohoo.
who was that in your avatar there with the
Oh, that's crap, the chairman, Nadler,
chairman of what?
Jerry Nadler.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whatever he is, the chairman of being stupid, really.
Yeah, well, he's got the wig and everything to go with it.
Yeah. And Tab and I on the other in the middle of the country.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Start playing your Christmas music now. Halloween
Right
is over.
now.
Get
I've
those
been
lights
listening to
out.
Christmas
Put the
music.
tree up over.
You know,
the
that's
weekend.
what we need to do is end every episode this month, we end it with a Christmas song.
Hey, we'll do one hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Yep.
You read my mind.
for
All right.
Frank.
All right. You're gonna make me do this.
I'm going to make you do it.
I gotta make sure I don't click on the wrong.
No pornos.
No, I actually accidentally closed out the show by closing the tab.
Tricked by that charlatan.
All right.
Grayson.
Oh,
He gives
I got an
costumes to
unskippable.
foolish
Oh,
kids.
there we go. There we go, folks. Everybody hear it?
Not anymore.
I mean, not anymore.
Oh, wait, there it goes.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
That's for you, Reality Frank.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't want a
And
doll, dinky tinker toy.
you can look up the link yourself, and I'll stop it now so we don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah. Watch somebody copyright this song, this specific song.
I'm sure it's copyrighted somewhere.
Yeah, in
Well-
Sylvania.
You have you heard of Christmas trap music there, Brian?
Yeah, that's all I was going to suggest. We put that on. We'll
What?
show it to them later. Trap music for Christmas.
trap.
Oh,
Well, I'll send them the
Just
link
put-
later.
Just search on YouTube Christmas trap music.
trap?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas trap. TRAP.
Well, all right.
He's doing it right now, I bet.
Yes, I am.
A good night. And just
Best trap dubstep. 41 minutes.
just type
did you
in
put it
Jingle
on-
All the Way.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Trap music, yeah.
that's what it's playing. Hold on.
It shouldn't be 40 minutes. It's
I mean, it could be.
Is this it?
It's just like that. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, 41 minutes. See?
probably different songs.
Yeah.
I think it's a
At least it's not one of those 10-hour videos.
it's an elongated loop.
Yeah.
All right. Very well. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Happy birthday.
Already.
To quote, let me quote Snowman. Happy birthday.
Dumbass.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Later.